5. Bill of exchange of accounts. What is bill of exchange? You know, there are certain things that are happening every day in our life, and today we see that if you want to carry out the business successfully, it is not only the cash that is needed to run the business, but also good relations which are needed to sustain the business. You are selling goods, your goods, sometimes the people who are purchasing may pay you money, sometimes they may take the goods on credit. That is, they say that they will pay you at a later date or a later month or a later time anywhere. When you are selling these goods on credit, you need some document, you need some evidence or proof to make sure that the person will turn up and make you the payment on the day that you decided or decided by him or by the mutual agreement. When you decide that you want to get the money, or when by the mutual agreement you both decide that when the other person is able to pay the money and when you are able to get the money out of him, that you will be drawing a bill of exchange on that person, which will state that you will be requiring money or that person will be paying you money. That is, the bill of exchange will contain all the facts and evidences that this person, Mr. ABC, has sold goods to Mr. XYZ for rupees 8,000, and on such and such date Mr. XYZ will pay Mr. ABC this much of amount. So that will be a bill of exchange. Now we will see the parties to bill of exchange and then we will discuss the definition. Parties you have is the drawer. Next party that you have is the drawee, and third party that you have is the payee. First party that you have is the drawee. Who draws the bill of exchange. Alright, this is the bill of exchange. The drawer is the person who is actually drawing the bill of exchange or making the bill of exchange. That person is known as the drawer. Drawee. Drawee is the person on whom bill is made or drawn. Payee is the person who is paying the amount that is due. Suppose drawer is Mr. ABC is the drawer who has to receive payment from Mr. XYZ. And he is drawing the bill of exchange on him. Right? Drawer is the person who is drawing the bill. Mr. ABC has to receive payment from Mr. XYZ. So Mr. ABC is drawing a bill on XYZ. So one who is drawing the bill is known as the drawer. Upon whom the bill is drawn is known as the drawee. Now Mr. XYZ will accept the bill. Right? He will sign it, yes, whatever is written, that I have received goods from this person and I will pay this much of amount on such and such date. Then when he is accepting that bill of exchange, he is also known as an acceptor of the bill of exchange. Alright? Then after accepting the bill of exchange, he will send back this bill of exchange to the drawer. That means he will retain it, he will keep it, and suppose he says I will pay you next month 10th of February. So next month 10th of February, till that date Mr. ABC will keep the bill with him. When he retains the bill with him, that is, the bill is with Mr. ABC. On 10th of February, when Mr. ABC will go to the bank and will take the amount out of Mr. XYZ's account, or Mr. XYZ will transfer amount to Mr. ABC. Then when finally XYZ will make payment to ABC, he will also be known as payee. Alright, but in some cases what happens, Mr. ABC has drawn up a bill on XYZ after acceptance has given to ABC. Now ABC has to give money to Mr. PQR. Alright, so Mr. ABC will take the bill and give it to this. So in this case, he will become the payee. Or you can say payee will be him. He will pay money to Mr. PQR. It will be that way. Indirectly, he is paying, but money is going out of Mr. XYZ's account. So Mr. ABC has nothing to do with it. Now Mr. XYZ is paying to PQR. This is known as endorsement of bill. This is known as endorsement of bill when the bill has gone to the third party, when the drawer has given the bill to the third party. So he will be, now Mr. PQR will be receiving the payment on behalf, or you can say Mr. PQR will be now entitled to receive the payment through the bill of exchange that was drawn by Mr. ABC, accepted by Mr. XYZ. It has come back to ABC. Now ABC has further given or endorsed it to PQR, who will receive the final payment. There can be number of endorsements. Now PQR can give to any other person on who he has to pay. Alright. So drawer is the person who draws the bill, drawee is on whom the bill is drawn, and payee is receiving the amount due. So ABC is drawn bill to XYZ. Payee is who is receiving the money. Mr. ABC has drawn on XYZ. XYZ accepts the bill, returns it to ABC. Now if ABC is receiving the money, he is known as the payee. If ABC is giving to PQR, PQR will be known as payee. So payee is the person who is receiving the amount due, or who is receiving the payment actually. Let us see the definition of bill of exchange. Instrument in writing containing an unconditional order. You have instrument that is in writing, and what it contains? It contains unconditional order. This is the first feature you can derive out of the definition that is given to you. So bill of exchange is an instrument that is in writing and it contains an unconditional order. Next is the maker of the bill of exchange signs the bill. Maker of the instrument signs the bill. Who is the maker of the instrument? The maker of the instrument is known as the drawer of the instrument. He signs the bill and then he passes on to the person on whom he has made. The bill, the order is given to a certain, in the bill, the order is given to a certain person. In the bill, what is given? Order is given to a certain person. Order is given. In the bill, drawer is giving order to the person that you have to make me the payment. The order is given for the payment of a specific money. Why the order is given? The order is given to pay a specific amount mentioned in the bill. That is why the order is given. Next is the payment is to be made to a certain person or to the holder of the instrument. Now what will be done? Payment will be made. Payment will be made to whom? To a certain person, or you can say holder of the bill. Who is the holder of the bill? Who has made the bill? Or holder of the bill means the person who is holding the bill on the date of maturity. Like if you keep, if X is given to Y, Y has given the bill to Z. So on the due date, Z contains it. So holder of the bill will be Mr. Z. The payment is to be made at a specific date or on demand as the case may be. Now how the payment will be made? Payment will be made on a specific date, or you can say demand. There are demand bills also, which on demand they are produced. They are not made on specific date. The bill has just is drawn, and what happens? It will be made. The bill has just been made. There is no date mentioned. Wherever the person who wants the money, will tell that you will demand the money on that specific date, and the drawee or the person who will be paying has to make the payment, because that is supposed to be a demand instrument. So bill of exchange, we will see the definition. The instrument in writing containing an unconditional order signed by the maker directing a certain person to pay on demand or at a future date or a certain sum of money only to the order of a certain person or to the holder of the instrument. That is the definition of bill of exchange, and from that definition we have derived these features. Let us now switch on to the numericals that are given at the end of the chapter. We will be doing the problems that are given at the end. You have 12 problems. We will try to solve the problems, and we will be solving the maximum of them we can solve. First I'll just read out the problem. On 3rd March 2008, Prashant draws a bill for rupees 20,000. So Prashant draws a bill of rupees 20,000 means Prashant is the drawer of the bill. At 3 months, so first 3rd March and 3 months you take. See, they say 3rd March for 3 months, right? So 3rd March to 3rd April, 1 month. 3rd May, 2 months. 3rd June, 3 months. Alright, and they say it has been drawn for, like, so you have 5th, 6th, 7th. The due date will be 7th of June, because you have months and you have 3 days of grace. 3 extra days which are being there, that is maturity date. If they say 1 month, you take 1 month, that is till 3rd April, plus 3 days of grace, 2 months, 3rd May, 3 days of grace, 3 months maturity, plus you have 3 extra days of grace, 4th, 5th, 7th. 7th is the 3rd day. 3rd March 2008, Prashant draws a bill for rupees 20,000 at 3 months on Mahendra. So on Mahendra the bill is drawn. So who is the drawee? Mahendra, right? On Mahendra, who accepts it. Alright, the acceptance has already been taken. On due date, Mahendra dishonors the bill and Prashant has to pay noting charges. See, there is another term which has come into the picture, and that is known as dishonor. Dishonor means when you are asked to do something and you are not doing the thing, you are dishonoring that. Alright, so Prashant is the drawer of the bill, and he has drawn the bill upon Mahendra, who is the drawee of the bill. Now this drawer and drawee, and it is for 3 months, plus you will have 3 days of grace. Now what Mahendra has done, he accepts the bill, so he is also known as the acceptor, but he dishonors the bill. See, dishonor is done when before the maturity period. Right, in those 3 months he will say that he will not make the payment. Dishonoring means you deny to make the payment. When you don't pay the money through that bill of exchange, you are dishonoring that bill of exchange. So that is known as the dishonor. That is the case of dishonor of the bill of exchange. And Prashant has to pay noting charges of rupees 100. See, you have to make, when the bill is dishonored, there are some noting charges that have to be paid for further renewal. Or on 5th of March 2008, Prashant draws a bill of 3 months on Kamini for 10,000. Kamini accepts the bill. Prashant then discounts the bill at 10% per annum. Now there is another term that has come, discounting of bill of exchange. Discounting of bill of exchange means this can be done only by the drawer or maker or holder or pay, the person who is to receive the payment, right? So if I say Mr. X has the bill, Mr. X is the person who will be receiving the payment. Alright, Mr. X is the person who will be receiving or entitled to receive the payment. Now what happens? He is to take money on 7th of August. Suppose this is just an example, 2012. 7th of August 2012, Mr. X will be receiving the money. Now what will happen? He wants the money on the earlier date, not on 7th August but before that. Maybe you can say 21st of July 2012. He wants the money on this date. Now what he will do? He has created that on 7th of August, he has to take money from Mr. Y, suppose, right? So Mr. Y will deposit the money on 7th of August, not before that. So what will happen now? Mr. X, if he needs the money earlier, he will go to the bank and he will get that bill discounted, right? So what bank will do? Bank will give him the payment from their account to Mr. X on 21st of July, and they will take some charges out of it. They will not give full 20,000 or whatever amount. They will cut some money, deduct some money, because they are having inconvenience. You said you will take money on 7th August, now you are taking it on 21st. So they will reduce some money. That is known as discounting the bill of exchange. And they will pay you on the earlier date. And on the 7th of August, Mr. Y will be paying money to the bank, not to Mr. X account. But bank will be receiving all the money on behalf of Mr. X, so they will be receiving the money. That is known as discounting of the bill. When the drawer, maker, holder or payee wants the money on the at a date or period earlier than the due date, then they go to the bank, get the bill discounted. That is, they will present the bill to the bank and they will say, I want the money now. Bank will deduct some amount from the main amount and give the money to Mr. X or the drawer, whoever. And on the due date, they will take it from Mr. Y or the drawee or the person who is making the payment. That is the process of discounting of bill of exchange. Let us do the first question. On 3rd March 2008, Prashant draws a bill of 20,000 at 3 months on Mahendra, on who accepts it. Then you will have another thing, that is Kamini, he is making it on. Alright, so first entry will be of 3rd of March 2008. Alright, you'll have the date column first. Then you will have the particulars. Debit column and column. This is the amount column. Alright. So what is the date that you have said? Date is 3rd of March 2008. What is the transaction? Transaction is bill has been drawn by Prashant. So what is bills drawn by Prashant? That is, Prashant is the holder of the bill, or he will get money through bill of exchange. So that will be known as, I'll write in full, bill receivable account debit. That is the journal entry we are doing in the books of Prashant. So for Prashant, bill of exchange or bills receivable is an asset, so we will debit it. And to whom he is drawing the bill? To Mahendra. Right? So this will be your assets account, that is your bills receivable account, through which you will get money to Mahendra. Now who is Mahendra? The payee or the person who is making, that is the drawee. So Mahendra's account is credited. How much is the amount? For rupees 20,000. This is 20,000 and this is 20,000 for credit, and you will write it here, the narration being bill drawn. Alright, next is you have another transaction, any on date you have on 5th. Now what you will do, Mahendra is accepting the bill also, so you have to have the acceptance also. On the due date, Mahendra dishonors. Actually on 3rd March and 3 months on Mahendra who accepts it. So he is also accepting it. You can put any date, you can have the same date also of acceptance. So accepting the bill, it will be Mahendra to bills receivable. Alright. So this is bills receivable to Mahendra. In Mahendra's account, we will write the acceptance entry. Now due date, Mahendra dishonors the bill and has to pay noting charges of rupees 100. Alright. Now you have 3rd of March. 3rd of March means after 3 months, that is March to April, April to May, May to June. So June is which month? 6th, 2008, and plus 3 days of grace, 4th, 5th, 6th. So this is 6th of June, he is dishonoring. Now the entry will just be reversed. Mahen's account debited to bills receivable. Alright, being the bill dishonored. This is how you do the question. This is you are dishonoring the bill. You just do the reverse entry. Alright, the same amount, 20,000. Alright, ditto means the same thing. You have written the narration, you will close this. Now what is happening? Now he is also paying the noting charges. Alright, so noting charges you can put it on the other day. Let us complete with the first bill, then you will do with the other bill, that is Prashant draws another bill on Kamini. We will do that when we will finish the entries regarding the dealings of Prashant and Mahendra. Now who is paying? Mahendra is paying the end thing. So again Mahendra's account debit to cash or bank, because money is going out. So out of Mahendra's account, how much money is going out? Noting charges 100 rupees. Alright, so being you have noting charges paid. This is the entry that you do. Now anything else? He has just dishonored the bill, so that is all what you say. So this is the end for Mahen's transactions. Alright, now we will deal with Kamini's transactions. Kamini's transaction, first transaction is on which day? 5th of March. So 5th March 2008, you have drawn the bill. So again the entry will be bills receivable. I am writing the short form. Account debited. To whom it has been made on? Kamini. So drawee's account is credited. Kamini's account. Again you will write the narration being bill drawn. Of how much amount? Of 10,000. 10,000 for the debit and 10,000 for the credit side. Right? Next is Prashant then discounts the bill at 10%. On the due date the bill is dishonored and noting charge 100. Give journal entries. Now what happens? He will go to the bank and get the bill discounted. Now he will go on the next day. He has gone and got the bill discounted. So what entry will come? Cash account debit. Why? Because Prashant is receiving cash. So cash account will be debited. And another thing, what he is getting? Discount. Whenever cash is there, discount will always come with that. So discount account debited to what? He has given the bill receivable to the bank, submitted the bill receivable, and through that he is getting cash. So what is going out of him? Bills receivable account. Alright. So bills receivable is always debited, but when you are submitting it or you are no more using it, that account will be credited. So every entry will be done. Now how much amount it has been discounted with? 10%. Alright, so 10,000 you have for, that is discount. Then you will have how much? 10,000. You have accepts the bill for 3 months. So how you will calculate it? You will have the calculation as 10,000 is the bill. How much percentage? 10% into how many months the bill was for? 3 months. This is how you calculate it. You get what the discount amount? 250. So discount is 250. Bill amount is 10,000. So cash that you will receive will be 9,750. Alright. Now even what happens? The bill is discounted. Now what next? Kamini is paying the money. Right? Kamini is paying the money on the due date. Alright. So it will be, it's again the bill has been, this bill has also been dishonored. So again the reverse entry. This bill has also been dishonored. So Kamini's account is debited to bills receivable account is credited because it is dishonored. Now what happens? Bills receivable is not there. With whom it is the bills receivable? With bank. So you will write to bank account. Right? This is, you are doing the entry for dishonoring bill dishonored. How much? 10,000. Alright. Next thing what you have? You have the noting charges 100 being paid. So you will change the date. Maybe you can write this as 7th. You will just keep on Monday increasing, 2 days increasing, 7th. You may write it as 8th or 9th. 8th June you have it as, again she is paying how much amount? Kamini's to account to cash. That is the for the noting charges. So you have Kamini's account debit to cash because she is paying what? The noting charges. How much? 100. Next is, we are making for the same question in the books of Mahendra. We are doing the entries. So Mahendra, what was he doing? He will be receiving the bill of exchange, accepting it, giving back to Midroy, that is Prashant. Then he will be dishonoring it and also paying the noting charges. So we proceed in the manner in which the date comes. This is 3rd March 2008 when he receives the bill and accepts it. So he is getting the bill from Prashant. So Prashant's account is debited with how much amount? 20,000. This is debit and this is credit. And to what? That bill receivable, it will be an asset for Prashant and liability for Mahendra. So it will be bills payable account. That will be credited. So bills payable is credited. And what is this? Being acceptance given. How much? 20,000. Alright. So this is when he accepts it. Next is when he is dishonoring the bill. So he is dishonoring the bill. You will write the date of maturity. What is the entry for dishonoring of the bill? Bills payable to Prashant. Just the reverse entry what you did earlier. Even in the books of drawer, it will be the reverse entry. So it will be bills payable account debited to, this made the bill and this is destroying the bill. Dishonor means the bill is no more valid. So making the bill this entry, destroying it, that is you are nullifying the effect, you do it the reverse way. To Prashant's account credited, right? So you will write it being the bill dishonored. Right? How much is the amount again? 20,000. What next? In the problem also we did that Mahendra is paying the noting charges. So noting charges is being paid by Mahendra. You will make it on the next date probably. So noting charges is an expense for Mahendra. So it will be debited and written as noting charges account debited. And what is going out? Money is going out to whom? Being given to Prashant. So Prashant's account credited. Being noting charges paid. How much? 100. These are the entries that are done in the books of Mahendra. Now they are also saying to make the entries in the books of Kamini. So journals in the books of Kamini next. We are making in the books of Kamini. We are passing the journal entries in the books of Kamini. On which date the bill is drawn on Kamini? 5th of March 2008. Who is drawing the bill? Prashant is drawing the bill. So entry will be Prashant's account debit because he is the debtor. How much is the bill is for? 10,000. 10,000 is debited to what she's accepting. So what is this? Bills payable for her and being acceptance given. How much? 10,000. Alright. Next is what? The bill is dishonored. So just the reverse entry. Dishonored on the maturity date. So it will be again 8th of June. So it will be June, that is 3 months and 3 days of grace. 6th, 7th, 8th. 8th of June. Just the reverse entry. Bills payable account debited to Prashant's account. Alright. Being the bill dishonored. How much is the bill is for? 10,000. Right. Then last is you are paying the noting charges. This increase the date, whatever date you write. Noting charges generally the next date you put. So this will be what? Noting charges will be debited as they are paid by Kamini, and noting charges are expenses and expenses are always debited. Noting charges account debited to whom? To who is giving? Kamini is giving to Prashant. So Prashant's account is credited. You will write being noting charges paid. Right? Noting charges paid. How much? 100. Discount entry will not come in the books of drawee because drawee has nothing to do with the discount. The drawer or maker of the bill is giving the bill to the bank, getting the bill discounted and receiving the money on an earlier date. But the drawee is paying the money on the due date itself and he has nothing to do with the discount. He has to pay the money that he has to pay. There is nothing discount for him. It is only on the part of the drawer because he is taking an early cash and causing the inconvenience. Money is being deducted and given to him. That is discounting of the bill. So in drawee's accounts, discounting will never be mentioned. Just the drawer is affected by the discounting. This was the first numerical. We move on to the third question of your books. Question says Kumar draws a bill of rupees 5,000 on Anand Bakshi. So Kumar is said to be the drawer and Anand Bakshi is the drawee on 1st May 2008 for 3 months. So 3 months it will be May to June, first month, June to July, second month, July to August, 3 months, and 3 days of grace also. So 2nd, 3rd, 4th. 4th is the due date. So 4th August 2008 is the due date of the bill. Mr. Bakshi accepts the bill and returns it to Kumar. Then you have the second phase which starts. Kumar discounted the bill with his bank. Now he wants early cash and he has discounted the bill at 10% on the same day. That is on 1st May only you have got the bill discounted. On 1st August 2008, Mr. Bakshi requested Kumar to renew the bill, agrees to the condition that 1000 should be paid immediately and Bakshi should accept the new bill for 3 months for balance payment plus interest of 45. Bakshi works accordingly, but on 1st October, Bakshi retired his acceptance for 3035. Give journal entries. Now this is retiring the bill on rebate. This is not dishonoring, but this is retiring the bill on rebate. I'll explain it as we go do the question. So you have to give journal entries in the book of Anand Bakshi, that is the drawee of the bill. In the books of drawee, you will do the entries. So first entry will be what? Drawing the bill will not come because you have not drawn the bill. You have accepted the bill. So entry of acceptance will come. So when is the bill drawn? 2008 things are happening. 1st May. Okay. 1st May the bill is drawn. So how much is the bill for? 4000. So you are accepting the bill. Who has drawn the bill? Kumar. So Kumar account is debited to bills payable. Alright, because it is a liability for Anand Bakshi, that is the drawee, so it will be bills payable. This will be being acceptance given. How much the bill is for? The bill is for rupees 4000. 4000 here and 4000 on the credit side. Next is what? Next is bill has been cancelled. Actually the bill is cancelled on, he is asking on 1st of August. See, discount entry will not come in the books of drawee. I have told you earlier, he has nothing to do with it. But what happens, when is the due date we calculated? 8th August 2008. See, it is 1st May 2008. The bill has been drawn for 3 months. So 3 months will be what? May to June, June to July, and July to August, plus 3 days of grace. So plus 3 days of grace will be 2nd, 1st you have, then you have, this is 1st of May, so 2nd, 3rd, 4th, so you will have 4th of August. 4th of August 2008 is the due date, but the bill is cancelled on 1st August itself. Alright. Now we will see what will be done on 1st August. On 1st August 2008, Mr. Bakshi requested Kumar to renew the bill. So the bill has been asked to renew. So first what you will do, you will cancel the old bill, then only you will be able to draw the new bill. So 1st August, cancel means Kumar to be bills payable, bill was made, cancel means you will reverse the entry. So it will be cancelled. Bills account debit to Kumar. Kumar's account. Right? So you will write being the old bill cancelled. Alright. How much the bill is for? 4000. So bill has been cancelled. Now what happens? It is 1st August, Mr. Bakshi requested Kumar to renew the bill. So we have cancelled the old bill. Now we will do renew the bill, and Kumar agrees on the condition that 1000 should be paid immediately and Bakshi should accept the new bill for 3 months for balance payable. That is, how much is the balance? How much is the total bill for 4000? He should pay immediately cash. He should pay immediately cash how much? 1000. So what is the balance? 3000. Plus he should pay what? Interest of 45 rupees. So total amount will be how much? 3045. Alright, 4000 the bill was, and you say you pay immediately 1000 rupees cash, and whatever the balance is plus 45 rupees interest, that will be the amount of the new bill. That is a condition laid by Mr. Kumar to Anand Bakshi. Now what will happen? He says that balance payable plus interest of 45, Bakshi works accordingly, and retired his acceptance. We will see what that will be said. Now what next entry? Next entry will be your payment due for interest. Then you will pay immediately, cash you will pay. How much? cash is being paid immediately. So you pay the cash on 2nd of August itself. How much is the cash? It is who you are paying the cash to? Kumar. So Kumar's account is debited for how much? 1000 cash. Alright. And what is going out of your account? Cash. So cash account is credited. Being cash paid. How much? 1000. Alright. So this is what you do in your accounts of Anand Bakshi. Till cash we have done. Now what you will do? We will do the interest and the other amounts entry, that is 3040. It will be interest due, it's becoming due. So it will be 3rd of August, right? Interest will become due. You have to show, it's written that 45 is the interest. So you have to first make the interest due, then only you will be able to pay. So interest is an expense for you. So make it due. Interest account is debited because that is expense for you. To whom you will be paying? To Kumar. First, you cannot pay it before making it due. So you have to get the interest first due, then you will pay it. So this will be being interest due for payment. How much? Rupees 100. Next is, now you will make the total amount due, that is 3045. You are drawing the new bill. So again the new bill entry will be Kumar's account debited to bills payable. Being the bill renewed. With how much amount? 3045. So total is 3045. Right? Because 4000, 1000 has been paid in cash. 45 interest you have made it due, and you have drawn a new bill of 3045. Next entry, what he says, now he is not even paying 3045, he is paying 3035. So that is, he retired his acceptance, means retiring the bill is that you are getting a rebate or some kind of discount he is paying. So make it on the due date. So what is the date the bill is drawn on? The bill is drawn on, they say 1st of October he is retiring the bill. 1st of October he is retiring the bill. So through bill it will be reverse entry because you are paying money through that bills payable. So it will be reverse bills payable to cash. How much money you are paying and how much that is rebate you are getting. Alright. So this is to rebate. Being the bill retired under rebate. Alright. So how much is the amount? 3045 was the total amount. And what is the amount of cash he is actually paying? And the rebate is rupees 10. This is how you do the entry, and this is the closure of the account. This is in the books of Anand Bakshi. This was the second question that has been done. We move on to the next numerical, question number 4th. Question number 4th says, Sharma draws a bill on Verma for 5,000 at 3 months. So Sharma is the drawer of the bill and Mr. Verma is the drawee. On 1st August 2008, Verma accepts it and returns it to Sharma. The bill is discounted by Sharma for rupees 4925. So actually it was 5,000 bill, for 75 less he is getting, and he is getting 4925. He gets the bill discounted at the bank. On the date, Verma finds himself unable to pay the bill and requests Sharma to renew it. So you will first cancel the bill and then you will get the bill renewed, including 50 rupees, that is Sharma accepts the request and draws a new bill at 1 month for 5,050. So extra 50 rupees is the interest which you will make due. including interest. Sharma deposits this new bill with this bank for collection on the due date. Verma honors the bill. Alright, so you have to give journal entries and shows Verma's account in the books of Sharma. So you have to pass the journal entries in the books of Sharma and make Verma's account in his books only. Alright, so we are doing the entries in the book of the drawer. So which is the date he is drawing the bill? First, Verma accepts 1st of August. 1st of August 2008. The bill has been made. So for the drawer, the bill receivable is debited. Bills receivable account to who is the person? Verma's account is debited. This is being the bill drawn. How much the bill amounts to? 5,000. The bill is discounted by Sharma for rupees 4925 with his bank on the due date. So you get it the next day, he gets the money on the due date. That is dishonor. That is the another line. On the with his bank on due date, Verma finds himself unable to pay. See, on the due date, it is the discounting part is always before the due date. So you can take the next day. So discounting the bill means he is receiving cash. Cash account is debited, with that discount will also come. Discount is debited because that is a loss for him. Actually he would have received 5,000, but due to his early receiving of the money he is getting 75 rupees less to what he has submitted the bills receivable to the bank. See, the process is Sharma has drawn it to Verma. Verma accepts the bill, gives it back to the drawer. Now what happens? The drawer, that is Sharma, he is going to go to the bank, present the bill receivable and get the money. Now bill receivable is with the bank, being the bill discounted. How much? 4925. 4925 and discount is 75. Total is 5,000. So he is getting 75 rupees less and total amount he is getting is 4925. Next is what? Next line they say he is unable to pay the money on the due date. So we calculated the due date. He is unable to pay the money. It is for 3 months. So August to September, September to October, October to November. So it is 11 and 2nd, 3rd, 4th. 4th of November is the due date. He is cancelling the bill on the due date. So if the bill is cancelled, what will be the entry? The reverse entry. So you will have Verma's account debit to bills receivable, but bills receivable is not with him, it is with the bank. So you can write bank or cash, whatever. So it will be Verma's account debited to cash or bank, whatever. We are not writing bills receivable because the bills receivable is not with us, it is with the bank. Being the bill cancelled. How much it is for? 5,000. Actually 5,000 we are writing because finally the Mr. Verma will be paying 5,000. It is we who has received the money because we want the money before the due date. So this is the entry till cancelled we have done. Now we will make the interest due. Interest due, that entry will come. How much is the interest? Rupees 50. So next date you start putting on the next date. Interest due means he will receive the interest. So whose account will be, who is paying the interest? Verma's account is debited to interest. Why interest account is credited in the books of Sharma? Because it is an income, so incomes are always credited to interest account. How much? Rupees 50. So being interest amount due. Next you are make the new bill, right? So new bill entry will be 6/11. Bills receivable account debited to How much you say? To whom? Verma's account. Again the same entry as the first entry we written. Being the bill renewed, that is new bill has been made. How much the new bill has been made for? 5050. Total 5000 plus 50 interest, so it will be 5050. Alright, now they say that he has given the bill for collection to the bank and he is getting the money. So bank for collection means we are giving it to bank. Now directly what you do on the due date, you go to the bank and you see that your account gets the amount that is paid by Mr. Verma. But when you say, when it is written in the question, you have given the bill for collection to the bank, it means that bank will collect on your behalf. It will not come in your account. So bank will take the deal. So entry will be coming on whichever date, 9th November is the due date. You will write the first, you will do the entry of bank for collection. So that bill of receivable has been submitted to the bank. So it is bank for collection account debited to bills receivable. So it will be being bill given for collection. How much it is for? 5050. Next is you are getting, bank will give you the money finally. So last entry would be, it will be on 10th of November. So last entry you could be, it would be you will be receiving money. You are getting through bank, so you will write bank account debit to bank for collection account credit, which you have debited. So being money received through bank for collection account, how much? 5050. Alright, this is, you have passed the journal entries in the books of Sharma. Now they have asked you to make the accounts in the books of Mr. Sharma, accounts for Mr. Verma. So you will make the ledger account, or you will prepare. You are preparing the ledger account, so you are preparing account in the books of Sharma. So it is in the books of Sharma you are making the Verma's account. So this is amount debit, this is amount credit, and this is particulars, and this is particulars. So Verma's journal entries you will not pass, you will make the account. Alright. So first it will be how much? Bills receivable account. Then you will have the bills receivable, you have new acceptance, that will be, and you will have the balance brought down, cash and interest accounts, right? So whatever journal entries that you have passed, you will just convert it into your accounts. What journal entry did you pass? You have passed bills receivable to Verma's account on 1st August. So see the entries and make the account quickly. So this will be what? By bills receivable. Which is the first entry? Bills receivable to Verma. So Verma's account is credited and you write by bills receivable. How much? 5000. With the help of journal entries you can prepare the accounts. Next is any other account where you have Verma's written 4th of November. Right? You have 4th of November, you have Verma's account written. How much that is for? 5000. So that is basically you will have the balance that you require. 5000, it is to cash. 4th of November you have 5000. Next you have interest also. You have two interest account. The same date, two interest account. How much is the interest? Rupees 50. Anything from Verma? Yes. By bills receivable 6th November you have. 6th November you have the new bills. So by bills receivable account, how much that is for? 5,050. Anything else that needs to be done? 1st August you have the balance also of 5,000 in your own account. So that will be, you should have written it here. On 1st August you have to balance brought down 5,000. Alright. Verma's account had balance of 5,000. So this is 10,050. So last will be by balance carried down whatever, and the total will be 10,050. So that is how you will make the Verma's account in the books of Sharma. This is the end of question number 4. Let's move on to the next numerical. Question number 10th. Read on the question number 10th. It says Asha draws a bill on Shanta for 14,000 and 3 months. So Asha is the drawer of the bill and Shanta is the drawee. 10,000 for 3 months. Shanta accepts the bill. The bill sent to the bank for collection. So this is a special case. The drawer is not getting the money directly. He is giving it. So 2 extra entries will come. That is bank. You are first submitting it to bank for collection account, and then through that you are getting money. Shanta on same day, 1st February, on the due date maturity, Shanta finds herself unable to make the payment on the bill and requests Asha to renew it. You are not able to make the payment, and she asks Asha to renew the bill. Asha accepts the proposal on the condition that Shanta should pay 7,000 in cash. So 14,000, from that 14,000, 7,000 has been paid in cash along with interest of 100. Alright, and accepts a new bill for the balance amount. So balance amount is another. These arrangements will be carried out after Shanta honored the bill by paying 6,950. It's also rebate of 50 rupees. Let's see what the entries will be. You have to give journal entries in the books of Asha. So Asha is the drawer. You are giving the journal entries in the books of Asha, the drawer. You will have date, particulars, debit, credit, that is the amount of debit and credit. So it will be Asha is the drawer. So in the books of drawer, what is the entry? They say it is 1st of February. So it is 2009, 1st of February. What is this? The bill has been drawn on whom? The bill drawn on Shanta. So for Asha it will be what? Bills receivable asset. So it is debited. Bills receivable account debited to who is the drawee of the bill? Shanta's account. Being narration is being the bill drawn. How much is the bill for? 14,000. Next is you are sending the bill for collection. So entry will be what? The same day you sent it. Entry is you have bill sent to bank for collection account. That is the entry. Alright. To what? Or bank sent for collection. To bills receivable. You have submitted the bills receivable. It has gone from your hands. So it is credited. Being the bill sent for collection. How much? 14,000. Alright. You are receiving money through that bank for collection. Alright. But what is happening? On which date they say? Asha finds on the date maturity find herself unable to pay the money. So what you do? You will cancel the bill, because see, discount you are receiving the money, but bill sent for collection, it doesn't mean you have received the money. It is just that you don't feel the bill secure with yourself, so you have submitted to the bank on the same day. It is not that when you submit it you will receive the money also. That is in the case of discount. But this means it is unsafe for you to keep the bill, so you are sending it to bank. Bank will keep it for 3 months. After 3 months, bank will make the payment. So you sent it on the 1st of February, the day you made the bill, got the acceptance, sent to bank. But Asha has not paid the money after 3 months. Say February to March, March to April, April to May, plus 3 days of grace. That will be 4th of May. Asha is not paying the money, so you are cancelling the bill. Bills receivable to Shanta is drawing the bill. Reverse entry is cancelling. So Shanta's account is debited. Will you debit bills, credit bills receivable? No, because it is not with you. What you will credit? This account to bank for collection, or bill sent for collection. Bank for collection account is credited, being the bill dishonored or cancelled. How much the bill is for? 14,000. Right? Next is you are getting 7,100 in cash. Alright, so you're not making the interest due, because he's saying interest will be only due when you are getting only cash, and interest will be paid on a later amount, that is in the new bill. But they say that 100 interest is you have to pay in cash. So on May 6th they say how much it is. May, you have which date you are getting the thing. Asha, to renew proposal should be 7,000 cash along with 100. So total will be 7,100. Alright, you can put any date, May 6th, May 5th, whatever, right? So you will have May 5th, that is the next day. So who will pay the amount? Shanta's account debit 100 to interest. Interest is credited because Asha is the draw, she is receiving the interest. Interest is an income for her. So being the interest due for payment, right? Next is you will have May 6th, that is you are getting the final amount. How much? Bank account debited to who is paying the amount? Shanta. Shanta's account is credited. How much is the total amount? Being cash received from Shanta. How much? 7,000 was the bill amount and 100 interest. That means 7,100. Right? This is the new amount. Now what you are doing? You are renewing the bill. Again you are making the bill. So it will be bills receivable account debited to Shanta's account, being new bill drawn. Alright, being the new bill drawn. How much it is for? 7,000. Right? Last entry will be what? How much she is finally paying? She is finally paying 6,950. It will be how many days of bill she says? After arrangements you can say, but for the 1 month. It's acceptance for the 1 month. It was which date you have drawn? May 7th. New accepts it for balance, and this will, so that will be which date did you make the bill? Asha has to renew the bill on the same date, that is, so it will be 1 month, that will be May 25th something. Right? How much money you are receiving? You are receiving something in cash. You are getting a rebate, that is a kind of a loss to whose account? That is through what you are getting? Bills receivable. Submit the bills receivable, get the money. Being cash received under rebate. How much? 6,950 is finally you are receiving. 50 rebate and total bill amounted to 7,000. Alright. This is the 10th question. We will proceed on the next question, that is question number 11. Question number 11th you have the date, you have the particulars column, same, and you have the amount as debit and credit columns. Anjali from Nagpur sold goods worth rupees 30,000 of 10% to Rupali. So Anjali is supposed to be the drawer because she's selling the goods. She will not get the payment, so she will draw the bill. So Rupali of Amravati, in whose books you are making the entry? In the books of Anjali. Last line you study. So Anjali is the drawer. First we will make the goods being sold, the entry for the goods being sold. Sold goods rupees 30,000 of 10% to Rupali of Amravati on 1st March 2009. 2009, 1st of March, being goods sold to Rupali. So Rupali's account debited, she is your debtor now, to sales. Being goods sold on credit. Okay. Of 10%. On next day, Rupali paid 10,000 in cash and accepted the bill for 2 months for the balance. So 30,000, right? How much is the after 30,000? What is the they say 10% is this. 30,000 is the amount minus 10%. So what is the amount of the bill? 27,000 debit and 27 is the credit amount. This is what you made the sales for. On the next day, Rupali paid 10,000 in cash, and for the rest the bill has been drawn on Anjali. So on the next day, that is 2nd of March, you are getting cash. So cash account will be debited. And what else you are drawing the bill of exchange also? So you can make one entry only, debited. To whom? To who is the person? Rupali. To Rupali's account, credited. Alright. Being cash received and bill drawn for the remaining amount. Total is how much? 27,000. How much you are receiving in cash? 10,000. Alright. How much bill you are drawing for? The balance, that is 17,000. Total Rupali has to pay how much? 27,000. Total amount due against Rupali's account is 27,000. Right. Next is you have Anjali discounted the bill at 12% per annum with her bank. Before the due date, Rupali finds herself unable to make the payment on the bill and requests Anjali to renew it. So first we will get the bill discounted and receive the payment. 3rd of March, Anjali is getting the bill discounted. So it will be bank account debited, discount account debited to bills receivable, because when you submit the bills receivable, then only you will get. Being the bill discounted. Alright, how much it is for? 17,000. How much it is being discounted for? 12%. You will calculate the months also, 3 months, right? So it will be 16,660. 340 is the discount amount that is coming, and total is again 17,000. Alright. So this is still discount. Next they say that Rupali is unable to pay and on the due date the bill is being cancelled. So we will make the entry for cancellation. That will just be the reverse entry. Bills to Rupali is drawing the bill. Cancel will be Rupali to bills receivable. But is the bills receivable with you? No, it is with bank. So we will credit the bank account. On which date the bill is being cancelled? 4th of March. It will be reverse entry. So Rupali to bank. To bank. This is what entry? Being the bill cancelled. Alright. How much the bill amounted for? 17,000. There's nothing to do with discount and all. Bill remains the same amount because she has to pay 17,000 finally to the bank. Alright. Next is the bill is being cancelled. See what the next line says. Unable to pay the amount and requests Anjali to renew it. Anjali accepts the proposal on the condition that Rupali should pay 5,000 in cash. Alright. And what is next thing? That carrot and 200 with interest. So we will make the interest due first of all. On which date? They say just keep on changing the dates. There will be nothing more. 5th of March maybe. So making the interest due is what? Rupali's account is debited to interest account, being the interest due for payment. How much is the interest for? 200. Alright. This is you're making the interest due. What next thing? Next will be your payment. How much? 5,000 you are paying in cash. So you are receiving cash account debited from whom? Rupali. Being cash received. How much cash is received? Rupees 5,000. 5,000 and 5,000. Alright. Next entries we will make. Next entry will be bills receivable. Now you are drawing the bill. How much is the bill for? You had the balance is, how much was the bill for? 10,000, 30,000, 27,000. That was for 17,000. 17,000 the bill was for, and how much you paid? You had paid 5,000. So what remains? 12,000 plus 200 interest. So total will be 12,200. So new bill will be again the same entry. Bills receivable account debit to Rupali's account, being new bill drawn or being the bill renewed, whatever. 12,000 is the amount and 200 interest, so total will be 12,200. Alright. Next thing will be what? Next is Rupali is dishonoring the bill. Right? For the balance, the arrangement so that the new bill was honored on the due date. Accepts the bill on 8th of July for 1 month with 200 interest. Right? On 8th of July for the balance, and these arrangements were carried. The new bill was honored on the due date. So new bill was honored on the due date. There was nothing to be done. So this is accepts the new bill. This will be, I guess this will be 8th of July, right? For 1 month along with 200 interest for the balance, and the new bill was honored on the due date. So 1 month will be what? July to August, 9th, 10th, 11th. 11th of August, the new bill was dishonored and honored on the due date, and you will get the money also, total money. Alright, so that will be how much? Getting the money. Cash account debited 12,200 to bills received, being cash or amount received. This is what you do it. This is the 11th question that we do. Last is the 12th question that we will undertake. Question number 12. You have again the date written. You have the particulars column. And then you have the amount, that is debit and credit. Alright. You have Monica drew a bill. Last line, who in the whose book? In the books of Monica. Monica is what? The drawer. Monica drew a bill of exchange on Sona for the amount of 4,000 on 5th March 2009 for 3 months. So 5th of March 2009 you have drawn the bill on Sona. So bills receivable account debited to Sona's account being bill drawn. How much is the bill for? 4,000. Right? Next is for 3 months Monica endorsed the same to Roma in full settlement of her account of rupees 450 on 5th of April. So 5th of April, what is being done? Roma is getting the bill. Alright, you are giving the bill of exchange to Roma. So who is now next the holder of the bill? Roma. Roma's account debited. You are giving the bill receivable. So when you made it, it was debited. Now it will be credited in your books. Bills receivable, and how much for the full settlement of rupees 4,500. So 4,000, and that is the discount amount. In her account of rupees 4,050. So total amount of the bill was 4,500 and she is paying 4,000, that is in the full settlement. So 500, that is the amount of discount basically. What is being done here? Being the bill endorsed. Endorsed in full settlement of the amount. What was the amount actually of the bill? How much amount Roma had to receive? 4,500. In full settlement means what is the bill amount for? 4,000. So what is the discount? 500 that you have got. Next line. It was agreed, Sona approached Monica for renewal of the bill. Now Sona is not paying the money and that bill has already been endorsed. So who will be in a problem? Monica, because ultimately she has to pay it to Roma. So Soma is not paying the bill, so we will cancel the bill. We are cancelling the bill on, you can say which date they have asked to cancel the bill. Renewal of the bill, it was agreed to pay 3,000 immediately together with the cash, and all other arrangements were made. So it was cancelled on the due date. 5th of March, 3 months, March to April, April to May, May to June, 6th, 7th, 8th, 3 days of grace. It is 8th of June. Alright, bill was cancelled. So what is the opposite entry? Sona to bill of exchange, bills receivable. Sona's account is debited to bills receivable. Now bills receivable is with Roma. So whose account will be debited? Roma's account will be credited to Roma's account. This will be being the bill cancelled. Alright. How much is the bill for? You have 4,000. Alright. So you have cancelled the bill. We will do the further entries. Further entries you will do. Now after the cancelling of the bill, you are making the interest due. How much is the interest for? Renewing the bill, that is, it was agreed to pay 3,000 immediately. So 3,000 is being immediately together with interest on the remaining amount at 10% per annum. So remaining amount is, that is 4,000. You have 10% on it for 3 months. For 3 months. So all the arrangements were done properly, but after Sona became insolvent, only 35 amount could be recovered. So you have interest of how much? Rupees 25. 9th June, it was agreed to pay 3,000 immediately together with interest on the remaining amount. So how much is the remaining amount? At 10% for 3 months, immediately together with interest. So what is on the remaining amount? How much is the remaining amount? 1,000. They say they are paying interest. So first let's make the interest due. Sona's account is debited because she is making the payment, the debtor. Account is debited to interest account, right? Being the interest amount due. Now how you will make that interest, calculate that interest? On the remaining amount. Remaining means how much? 4,000 you are paying, that is the total amount. 3,000 is in cash. What is the remaining amount? 1,000 into 10%, that is interest rate, and for 3 months. So that will come out to be rupees 25. Alright. Now next will be what? It is you will make the amount of the bill, that is bank to Sona's account. You will first make the bill. 3,025 is the amount that you are getting in cash. Alright. So 10th June you are getting in cash what? Bank account debited to who is paying? Sona is paying. Sona's account, right? Being the amount received. How much? 3,000 and plus 25 interest, so that is 3,025. Next, what you are doing? You are making the bill, drawing the bill of rupees 1,000. So that will be 11th of June, you can say. Alright, you are drawing the bill. How much? Bills receivable account new bill to Soma's account, being the bill renewed or new bill being made. How much that is for? It is for 1,000. Alright. From that 1,000 also it is said it is bills receivable to Sona's account. Next is, but afterwards Sona became insolvent and only 35 of the amount could be recovered from her estate. Now what she has done? How much the bill was for? The bill was for again 3 months. So June to July, August, September. 3 months, and then you take the date also, 14th September it will be. So 14th it is September. What she has done? Bill has been dishonored. She has not paid the money. So again the reverse entry. Sona's account debited to bills receivable. Again you will write being the bill not honored. How much? 1,000. But finally how much she pays? She pays 35% of the total amount. So 35% of 1,000 is 350. Rest is bad debts. So last is, now she is paying how much? 35% of the remaining, that is the amount of the bill. So 15th September, that is how much? Cash you are receiving, cash account debited. Some amount has gone waste. 35% you are just receiving. Through what you are receiving? You are receiving from Sona's account. Being 35% amount recovered from estate. So how that 35% will come? 1,000 into 35% is how much? 350. So 350 is cash. 650 has gone bad. Total you are entitled to receive 1,000. Alright. This is your 12th numerical of your textbooks, and you have completed with the chapter of Bill of Exchange.